Yeah, this matchup is I mean, the story of old of this matchup is watching Sheik get crouch rested for trying to grab Puff and then just dying. And as
Hmm.
Sheik's got better and better at this needle aerial sort of style and this walling out, you realize that, well, both players have a hard time approaching each other. Sheik can sort of throw out those aerials by the platforms. It's really hard for Puff to move forward.
Hmm.
But if she's not careful, she has to constantly deal with the crouching Puff, which gives her the ability to both dodge grabs and CC everything else. So,
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, one of the funny things about this matchup in particular, even as much as like a month ago, Ben was sort of known as the Sheik who didn't play grounded, right? Like
mhm.
he was the jumping Sheik, he was the aerial wall Sheik. And I feel like over the last month, part of what's really been his level up, oh, that up air just barely misses.
Yeah.
But part of what has been his big level up has been his ability to play on the ground.
Hmm.
But in a matchup like this, where you want to be playing very aerial based, that's sort of going back to his roots, really putting him in his own comfort zone. So I expect that he'll have a good time here.
Nice. Hungrybox kind of just going for the rest. Going to take a rest punish here. Just about 20% from the down throw into one aerial. She can't really get that much more. Um, so the other thing about this matchup, yeah, you kind of just throw out the rest willy-nilly and you don't really die until like pretty high percent.
Yeah, even at like mid to high percents where like other characters could charge a smash attack or something, like all she can really do is go for the up smash and get the like side hit of it, and it's like not a great punish even at like pretty high percents.
Yeah, if you can charge it, it kills at like 80, 90 or something maybe. And then if ever you can get it on a platform to get the tipper hit, that kills at like 50. It's actually insane. But on the ground, she generally kills with like down throw up air sooner than she does with uncharged up smash. So if ever you kill with the rest, even if you D opposite side, you're probably not getting a return kill.
Ooh. Okay, Ben completely out of resources there, but he is able to find the side platform anyway. One of the things that we've noted time and time again of Ben's particular skill is his ability to avoid juggle situations. He's able to find ledge or the ground, the stage, much more than other Sheiks. And that's big in this matchup.
That was such a precarious edgeguard situation. The whole time, Hungrybox played like one layer deeper and like made it look like he was just gonna hold the ledge, and then he lets go of the ledge right as Ben decides to air dodge on, and that kind of set him up for the edgeguard. Ben was able to answer right back though and tie back up 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, and that's something you don't often see from Hungrybox, right? Getting beat out during invincibility. So really good stuff to Ben to find that hit and get the kill.
Oh, but grab into another precarious edgeguard situation. Has to back air him back on stage. Maybe should have just pounded, send him back off stage. Not sure. But finds a forward smash.
Yeah.
Brutal.
These F smashes are brutal, right? That's the second stock he's taken with just the F smash. And just reading Ben's movement and having that forward hitbox is seeming to work really well for HBox so far.
Yep. Hungrybox avoiding the strong hit of the up air there. Ben only getting the soft hit, which doesn't lead to a kill against Puff here. So, not able to get any extra credit as Ben answers back, bringing it back to the last stock situation. Looking pretty good here. Yeah, he's just moving real nicely on the platforms right now, and that's kind of how I associate Sheik fighting this matchup. Is really good platform movement in aerials is kind of how you outmaneuver her, and she does have big hitboxes and stuff. You have good ways to contest her, especially in the air.
Oh, he goes for the spot dodge, but Hungrybox just waits it out. Oh, he barely gets out of that tech chase situation. Finds a shield just in time and gets the push off with it. These back airs by Ben looking really tough to maneuver around for HBox. Oh, he goes for the dash deck.
Insane. Could have done a rest out of shield there, probably on reaction, but Hungrybox panicked a little bit, went for the grab. Gets one more lease on life. Let's see how much this is going to matter here. If Hungrybox is going to be able to sort of maintain control. Good wave dash F tilt though, so fast.
Oh, and he finds the grab into the up air. It's the soft hit, but he finds the second hit and steals the game away. Getting the kill at 65%. Wow.
That's a gimp if I've ever seen one.
All right, so Ben able to take game 1 barely. That was really, really close. HBox probably going to want to stage with a bit higher of a ceiling there for game 2.
Yeah.
Try to avoid getting killed quite that early.
Yeah, pretty insane. I think the predictions showed J-Flex and Blue's Clues. Are we shambling? Is it doomed?
What? What? Holy moly. I've just completely forgotten about the existence of betting this whole time.
Same. I have not bet on a single set today.
I would have been right. Listen, you got to believe me. I would have been right on every set. I would have so much money. I would have gone all in 16 times. I'd have so much money right now. Oh my god. So sad.
Uh-huh, sure you would have, Ed. Of course.
Squid, you gotta believe me. All right, we're jumping into game 2. It's gonna be Dreamland, so quite a bit of an increase in stage size.
Yep.
Let's see how this works out for the players.
Yeah, and I do think there's something to be said for just HBox's comfort with maneuvering around this stage. Just looks so different. He's just knows how the stage works. It's just like kind of reminds me of like because I feel like normally people kind of play similarly on every stage, but Hungrybox just looks more comfortable on this stage with him around, as he's just absolutely getting wrecked by Ben right now.
Well, I will say, like, one of the things that really sets HBox's play on this stage apart is the way that he plays between the side and top platforms. I feel like he just understands that space so well. And one of the things that I think Ben's doing really well right now is sort of forcing HBox to stay pretty grounded. HBox basically hasn't touched the side platform yet this game. He's been under there on the ground the whole time. And as long as Ben holds him in that area, I feel like it sort of neuters HBox's advantage.
He finds a back throw here, see if he can turn into an edge guard. The border protects him from the poof, but doesn't get him an edge guard situation.
And Ben continues to just find little bits of damage to tack on, but all of a sudden he's already got HBox at 60%, right? And that's not like a big combo or anything. That's just ticky-tack back and forth.
Definitely getting a lot. Ooh, the downer edge cancel.
The dare into down smash by Ben catches HBox trying to jump out of shield. Ooh, HBox able to get the punish with the rest. And once again, we see an opponent not DIing properly and ending up going into the star KO.
Yeah, that one was super late. I think he like intentionally delayed the rest to make it look like he was trying to cross up back air, and then he actually just rested. So probably a little bit of a mix-up there happening from Hungrybox. But Ben might be onto him now next time. But that might just lead to him DIing out on a back air. So.
What a crazy way to get around the pound and punish with the fair. That looked really really tough to do. And there he finds another punish on the pound with the jab fair. If you can punish HBox's pounds, you're in such a good spot because, like you talked about, it's such a rewarding option for HBox, but it's also very punishable, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of end lag on it. So if you can...
Oh, when he finds the tech chase rest, you love to see it. I will say it's very tricky to punish. The hitbox stays out for way longer than you're used to.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Oh, I know. But yeah, so if you're not careful, you can hop into it, and if you're too conservative, then she just gets out of it. And she can do it at various heights and timings and stuff, so it definitely can be tricky. But the players that really look out for that are kind of the ones that we've seen thrive against Hungrybox in the past. That is one of the big points that Zane focused on when he first started beating Hungrybox, was like he really focused on low percent pounds, not getting hit by them, and punishing them.
Yeah, and I think if you can get HBox like hesitant to use the pound, that's actually such a huge deal. Oh my god, he gets there with the double jump for the fair. HBox is still alive, but in a terrible spot, and yeah, he's gonna be able to close it out with the shield drop fair. Ben just maintaining a pretty solid lead here in this game too.
Yeah, he's kind of schmoving. Hungrybox almost answered right back with the rest there. He does answer. Ooh, that's an option he didn't use to do. CC against a down smash into jump rest. Shoutouts to Michael41 billion. That was one of the first things I remember hearing about this guy as he first started rising up. He was the guy that did the crouch rest versus Sheik's down smash. Hungrybox has now updated that into his game plan and just gets a kill for it, bringing us to a last stock situation.
Yeah, and so you see Ben's already gotten Puff up to 80%. We're closing in on that like kill percent for Sheik, but he's a rest away. Oh, he gets to jump out of the pound. That could have been a really dicey situation. The down tilt actually catches as the anti-air once again. He gets the up air really clean by Ben to tack on the percent, but on Dreamland, that's not a kill.
Oh, look at that. He just baits out the grab with the double jump, finds his falling aerial, and now he's able to just continuously get Puff into these spots where a single aerial could lead to a kill, and he's just maneuvering around the platforms and finds one more. Does close out the stock and bets up 2-0.
I think that was a wiggle out when he landed on the side platform. I think he could have been in a situation where he had to tech, and I think HBox was expecting a tech chase. And that when he was able to wiggle out and land without the tech and be able to get the fair out right away, I think that really threw off HBox, and that's why you saw bad DI from HBox. He just had no idea that he was at risk of getting hit. He thought he was in a position to close out the game with the rest tech chase.
Yep. So really impressive stuff, especially, I mean, now he's in a prime position as he's up 2-0. So pretty insane has been. We've seen him do it before, but last time was game 5, last hit, last stock situation, and he's looking to kind of repeat history and make it a little bit more decisive that time. Would be very sick. Hungrybox taking a second to kind of choose, recompose himself. He's probably not really deciding on a stage, as I would be very surprised if he can go anywhere else, but just kind of taking a second to recompose himself.
All right, so we are going to go back to Dreamland. Not surprising at all. Again, I really want to see Ben try to limit HBox's movement around the stage and sort of hold him into that position under the side platform. Oh my god, that's just a rest.
Yep.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, very explosive start. Hungrybox trying to take control of the game right away, almost finding an up air up tilt rest, but barely doesn't connect the up tilt that time. That would have been quite a statement to just like hop into game 3 and sort of take momentum, take control of it right off the start like that with 2 quick rests. But Ben stems the bleeding, is able to kind of get back into it. Let's see if he can turn this control that he has right now into a stock.
So how much do you feel that this is similar to like FD Marth's FD, where like if you can take 1 from the Puff on Dreamland, like you're happy with that?
Yeah, I think that's kind of true with like Fox versus Puff. I feel like Sheik doesn't really care. I feel like Sheik, she like kind of outmaneuvers Puff so hard on this stage, and likes moving around the platform so much, and doesn't really have kill setups anyways. So it kind of feels like she's kind of okay with just kind of moving around the stage. It's possible that the Sheik mains are all like, no, it's terrible, and you can't kill her until 180, and it's way worse. But when you're kind of just moving around the platforms and stuff, it seems pretty good. So. Oh, finds the late nair into grab here on the shield. Yeah, Ben continuing to really kind of schmooze. Yeah, look at this movement on the platform. So hard to catch. Puff feeling like she needs to overextend or else she's going to get hit by an aerial eventually. And the moment she does so, Ben is ready to go for the throw.
Yeah, and so after an explosive first stock there by Hungrybox, Ben answers back with 2 of his own and actually claims a slight lead here. Oh, the poof actually hits.
Oh, he's getting so much damage. The double up smash on the top platform. Hungrybox, that was pretty critical. If he doesn't get that, if he just keeps racking up more damage right there, he's in big trouble. Ben does come back and is immediately back to doing the damage thing.
He finds the F tilt and he finds the back air. These like drop down from platform aerials from Ben look so impossible to contest for the Puff.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Oh,
and
my
he does
God.
it again. He just finds the back air. That time he does the short hop to change up his timing. So he short hops from the side platform and then drops through, just mixing up that timing and making it hard for HBox to ever try to find the right spacing around it. And there he just finds the fair, closing out the stock. Ben's up 2 stocks to 1 and 2-0 in the set. Is he gonna just take this 3-0?
Yeah, he's really schmooving right now. The way he's mixing up which aerials he's using on the platform. Hungrybox staying in it though on the back of rest. He got rest at the very first stock and he finds the second one here. Bringing us to the last stock situation. Ben has been in control a large part of this set except for 2 rests, right? So that is kind of how the matchup goes. She kind of just has, you know, bigger, faster hitboxes and movement and stuff, but Puff has a lot of kind of X factor rest setups and stuff, and you can kind of throw it out a lot. But Ben right now is showing that he's consistent enough to get the lead over and over again. My God, but Hungrybox almost finding the setup he needed.
Okay, Ben trying to play this a little bit conservatively, giving up a lot of space as HBox starts to move in. Ben sort of playing right under the close edge of the side platform. He's off stage, he poofs, but he just gets rested.
Nice.
Really nice by HBox to close out that game. It looked dicey for a second there, but HBox clutching it out as he is so famous for doing. Really cool.
Clutch box. That rest is like low key kind of hard to hit because like Sheik is just one of those characters. Her uppy animation, she gets way low, and if you try to rest right away, you just like can't hit her until she stands back up. And Hungrybox like jumped forward, drifted back into her as she's standing up, and it was dicey. But you know, best play in the world, best Puff main in the world. I'll never doubt him as he lands a rest that clutches out game 3. And yeah, I mean, he's down quite a bit. Ben's going to have a couple abilities here to pick a counter pick to see if he can make a stage more favorable than that one. So
I imagine it's got to just be Yoshi's, right? And we saw in game 1 the Pokemon Stadium how he was able to abuse the low ceiling with the up air. I feel like Ben really likes that use of up air and wants that to be a kill confirm. So I expect him to go straight to Yoshi's for 2 games in a row here if he needs it.
Yep. Yeah, I could also imagine a world where he likes Battlefield, kind of for the space control aspect of it. There's a chance that nope, it
Sure.
is going to be Yoshi's. Very nice. But we're going to see if Hungrybox has kind of a different way of controlling space, and if it makes it harder for Ben to kind of play these aerial games, or if Ben is just going to be able to kind of make use of the earlier kills and play the same game plan he did on Dreamland.
Yeah, and keep in mind, right? Like Ben was extremely close to closing out that third game there on Dreamland. Like he could have definitely done it. So I don't
What
think
a
the game plan
call
needs
out.
to change much.
Ooh, doesn't go for the rest, even though he's at 10%, and actually was the right decision. Insane that he could just kill out the left side with forward smash there. Maybe that's the DI mix-up we were talking about before, with kind of like, you don't want to die as a star KO, so you hold left, and then he forward smashes, and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, and that F smash did include some charge on it, so I think that helped
Yeah.
to get the kill. Oh no, Ben!
The Stitch back air. There's a 1 in 150 chance that back air just kills you in one hit. So,
Yeah, especially if you air dodge off stage instead of wave landing.
no, it's just that he got a Stitch back air.
Yes.
Oh, going for the up smash tipper, doesn't quite get it. Hungrybox super running away with it. This is kind of the fear with picking a small stage, is that there's going to be way more interactions, and we're not quite sure what that looks like when the two players are going to be scrapping a lot more. And it's possible that Ben kind of needed that level of control in order to establish his zone and kind of get control of the game, and that when you take away that control and you're just saying, let's dance, let's scrap a lot, that Hungrybox kind of thrives in that environment. And who cares if you kill 20% earlier when you're down 3 stocks, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. He does find the kill with the up air there. The other thing I do want to mention is, you know, the place where Ben has sort of won the most in these previous games has been coming down from the side platform with aerials. You just saw it there with the fair. But with the side platform being so low, there's just like
Yeah.
less space to play that mix-up. And I wonder if that's actually hurting him a little bit. All these needles to try to keep Puff off. Randall.
Yeah, we're seeing Puff is always there. Like, he goes to the side platform, and Puff's already there. On Dreamland, she actually had a hard time reaching the platform. Like, you could zone her off the side platform entirely. But in this case, he's just like, you hop to the platform, Puff's already there with the back end. Like, right here, she's already pressuring it. So, kind of hard to get away from her in this game. But Ben is starting to mount a little bit of a comeback. I think he's kind of finding his composure here. It's easy to kind of get in your own head. You go up 2-0, and you're like, ooh, I'm about to win the set. And then you're like, no. Focus, 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 right? So...
All right, so HBox is able to close that one out pretty quickly here with a strong 3 stock. You know, one of the things we talked about in the HBox versus Umarth set was how as HBox started to realize that giving his opponent space was giving his opponent the opportunity to play the mix-ups that were advantageous, he started to really smother Umarth with like more aggression. And I feel like we're seeing sort of the same thing here, especially on Yoshi's, where HBox, like you said, he's just so up in Ben's face that it's just hard for Ben to set up that sort of aerial wall and tilt wall that makes it hard for HBox to play. So
yeah,
I
always
like
like
the
to think
change
of this with a comparison to like boxing or MMA, where it's actually very common for people to just observe their opponents for the first like 1 to 2 rounds and to kind of feel their opponents out. And this isn't something that's really like done in Melee or talked about, but maybe there's a little bit of that happening too, where Hungrybox is kind of looking for how he wants to play aggressive in games 4 and 5 of the set, right? Where games 1 and 2, he's really kind of figuring out the habits they're going to have. Oh, and he finds another rest. This is such an X factor in this matchup. I would say this is the matchup where Puff gets to throw out the most rest. She not only has a lot of setups, both offensively and defensively, but it's like the lowest risk, so it's like pretty brutal.
Ooh, he goes for the needles and tries to follow up after, but isn't able to find it. HBox able to get out. He does find the up air, and that's going to kill. We do see Ben choosing to go to Battlefield here for a little bit more space like you were talking about.
Yep.
We'll see if that ends up working out for him.
Yep. And I think just kind of how... Oh my god, he actually went for the tech chase rest. Respect, but he doesn't quite get it as the get up attack had started in time. But once again, Sheik doesn't get an enormous punish off of it, except that she does land quite a lot of those needles, so helping quite a bit.
Yeah, and so now Ben, off the back of that missed rest, has built up a tiny bit of a percent lead. I don't think it matters too much here yet, but we'll see if he can build that into a stock.
Yeah. Oh, and again, the scoop down tilt into the up air. That's the exact setup that he got. on the very last stock. These down tilts, man, he's able to just maintain so much control of these aerials, and the moment you start respecting them a little too much or not enough, and then boom, the down tilt is what gets you. That's the actual kill confirm. It's actually, the down tilt's more threatening than the aerials. I don't think a forward air would have killed there, right? So.
Yeah, that setup for the up air seems to be like a huge part of the game plan for Ben, and HBox is gonna have to watch for that. He gets the down throw into the down air, into the up air. That's gonna kill once again.
What?
Bang!
What?
Ben, all of a sudden, he's up 3 stocks to 1, looking like a reversal from last game.
Yeah, his last game was just an explosive, what the heck, the Hungrybox just wins by a lot, and now this one's looking like a what the heck, Ben just wins by a lot.
Yeah, do keep in mind that game 3, Ben did go up. It wasn't 3 stocks to 1, it was 3 to 2, but it was a pretty sizable lead up there as well. And HBox sort of ran away with it with a couple rests, so he definitely still has that option available to him.
The triple.
4, 5. He really felt that up smash was going to work. He ends up finding an F smash out of shield in order to close out the stock 2 to 1.
Having a hard time approaching this Sheik right now. Already taking enough damage to where these aerials are really hard to deal with now. You no longer get to just tank your way through it and threaten a rest or something. So this super dangerous. Oh, the rest! Oh my god! Is this a? I don't think this is a kill. There's
No,
kill
I
here.
don't think you can kill.
But
He's gonna go for the down throw
air.
up air.
Okay.
Okay, he goes for the nair, just forcing him off stage, making it kind of awkward for Puff. HBox almost out of jumps there, but he just lands, and we're back into a corner pressure.
The down tilts. Yep, man, the way that Ben kind of throws out these aerials and then the double down tilt, but the shield drop.